then the next part that you're going to see is how to customize the generated page. Selecting the color scheme and font size by adjusting the structure of the content blocks, and also by replacing placeholder text and images with actual content. So I'm going to start first with adjusting the structure of the content block. So for instance, when you are seeing the About Us page, you are seeing the dashboard, you are seeing let's say this is the header, this is the content, and this is the footer. So for my header, I'm having the something like a blue background there, which is actually fine as it is for now for this ICYMI page that we're working on. Then but this particular space that is here, this space is not actually meant to be there, so it's making the page not to look professional. So you can also adjust your structure, the structure of your content block. So when you get to the web page editor, the items that is under the header, which is the dashboard there, then if you do not want this, then you can just click on it. I'm going to click on this and then click on the delete icon here. So when you click on the delete icon, it's going to remove it as well. Then I'm going to also remove this as well. I'm going to remove this as well. So then I'm going to delete, and then delete. So now I have, and then delete this as well. So now this is fine by me. Then the next part I want to do is that if I should save the changes, I'm going to save the changes. I'm going to save the changes, and it says data updated. So if I should refresh this, now I opt not to have the dashboard say yes. So now this is gone. So then the next part that I wanted to remove is this white icon that is there. So it's making the header and the over section not to be cohesive, not to align properly with each other. So I'm going to, so it could be because of the space that is there. So I'm going to delete that as well, and then save changes. So if I save the changes, so if I save the changes and I refresh, I opt not to have it. So now you can see that we now have the white line is gone. So now the next part I'm going to talk about after adjusting the structure of the content block is replacing placeholder text and with the proper text. So let's say I want to have this text to be home. So you can actually rename it to be home. All you have to do is to double click it. Then the theme, I want it to be instead of theme, I want it to be About Us. Then the project, I want it to be services. Then the calendar, I want it to be facts, that is frequently asked question. Then report, I want it to be contact. Or so when I'm done with all of that, then I'm going to click on the save to save the changes, and then you have data updated. So if I should refresh this page, so now I'm going to have home, About Us, services, facts, and contact us. So that is, and if you also want to change all of the text that is there, you can also save them as well. So I'm going to unleash the power of productivity. So let me leave this text as it is. Then now you can change the text. You can even change the text that is here. Instead of subscribe, I can change it to something else as well. So let's say I don't want to use subscribe, I can just say sign me up. So now I have that as well. Then you can also come to your footer as well. You can reduce the let's say I don't want all of this. I want to delete insights. I want to delete commerce and then leave the two. Then I want to delete API status and then documentation as well. I want to delete that. Then jobs, I'm going to delete that. Praise, I do not need that. Partners, I don't need that. The claim, I'm going to delete that as well. So now you can also add your own text. So you can say advertising instead of marketing. I can rename it to advertising, and then instead of guides, I can rename it to something like how to's. So depending on what you actually want, you can actually edit all of the text, and the icon that is there are actually editable. So instead of 2020, I can change the year to 2025, And then when I'm done with all of the settings that you want, all of the place, so that when you're done replacing it with your actual content, then you can click on save to save the changes. Now I have the changes that it saved, and if I should refresh this page now, I'm going to have, you can see, unleash the power of productivity, and then I have the footer that is there as well. Then the next part that I'm going to talk about is changing the icon or the picture. So for instance, I have these booking images here. So if you want to replace it with your own actual icon, so I'm going to click on it. Now let's say I want to change the icon. So I'm going to click on the image, then click on this icon that is there, which is select image. And from there, it's going to show you the image that is in your webs and that is in your file manager. Then you can, if you want to use this, you can actually select it. And if you want to use something else, just click on the upload icon to the upload icon here, and then select the files that you want to upload. So I'm just going to just upload this icons group. So when I'm done with that, let me refresh. It should be here now. So now I have this. So then the next part that I'm going to take a look at is I'm going to click on this. That is, this is the icon that I want to use, and then select this. So now I have the icon as my icon. So if I should select save and click on save. So now that I click on save, if I should refresh this path now, I'm not going to have a booking image here, so I should be able to have the book icon. Now this, I now have the book icon that I used in that I want to use instead. So if you also have your own icon, you can also replace that as well. So the next part I'm going to take a look at is I'm going to also change the icon here to the book, as that is going to be my official picture for now. So I'm going to, and then click on save again. So when I click on save, and so what this, so let me refresh and see how it works now. But if you also want to change the social icon, you have the social icon button there, and you can as well add your website link to all of the icons. So that is how to replace placeholder text and placeholder images with the actual content. So the next part that we're going to be taking a look at is how to select the color scheme and the font style. So let's say you want to change the color scheme of your website. For instance, I have this something like a blue icon here, and I have something like a blue background color for my header, and I have something like a light black as a background color for my hero section. So you can as well change it. All you have to do is to click on it, and then after clicking on it, now if you want to change the background color, so all you have to do is to click on the part that you want to add the color to. So let's say I want to add the color to the entire section, then click on the tone item here, and then you have the different tabs here. So all you have to do is to click on the style, and then when you click on style, you see background. You see you can either use a color, you can either use image. So in this case, let's say I want to use the color, then click on the color icon, and then drag the color that you want to use. So let's say I want to use something like this. So let's say I want to use something like this. So I'm going to copy this. Then the next part that you're going to do is, then this particular one, I also wanted to change the color as well. So I'm just going to click on the color and then paste the color code there, so that we have the same. So yes, so that we have the same color for them. Then this text, I'm going to give it. And then if you want to change the font typography of your tests, for instance, let's say I want to change this, unleash the power of productivity. I want to change the typography. So all you have to do is to click on it, and then you can either select the font from here, which is going to show you some options where you can select the size and the likes, or you can select the tone item here. So when you select the tone item, then you come under the active style, which is the third tab here, and then you come to typography, and here you can select the font that you want. So you have different fonts that you can use, and you can also see how the font is going to look like. So let's say I want to change to something like this. So if I should click on this, it's going to change the, so you can see now. Let's see how that looks in QuickTime. So now you can see that then you can save the changes to save your changes. And then when you click on save and it says data updated, so then you can refresh the page and you should be able to notice the new typography that we now have for the web page. So now the typography has changed from what it was before and how it is now. So also you can, apart from using your own icon, just like I uploaded there, you can also use the icon from the template library. So all you have to do is to click on select image, and then when you click on select image, you can also use the asset as selector. So you just click on the asset selector, and from the asset selector you are going to see icons. Click on icons, then from the icons you can be able to drag any icon that you want to use and then drag it into your website. All right, so the activity and assessment for this particular section is that you are going to be creating a new page, just like we did at the start of this section. So you are going to create a new page, then you can call the page services, or you can even call it contact us. Then on that page, you are going to have the header, the content, and the footer on a blank page. Then you are going to be importing the header element, the body element, and the footer element. So after importing all of those things, you are going to edit the placeholder test, that is the domain test on the on what you imported, and you can even take it further by using your own preferred colors and fonts for that particular page. So when you are done with the editing, then click on save and publish it as well. And that's going to be all for this section. See you in the next section.